Unlike the first one, where a monster was unleashed on our world, we had our heroes traveling to the place where these things live.
Even though the fairies in this film are the bad guys, you still see the beauty of that world, which is something Guillermo did wonderfully in Pan's Labyrinth. That fairy tale world, he shared the dangers and the beauty of that world.
The depth of his accumulated knowledge based on this voracious curiosity to read anything and everything about why people need to tell stories is what sets him apart from just a guy who's making movies.
I spent a lot of time whispering in Guillermo's ear, remember, this is your follow-up to Pan's Labyrinth. You can't let people think Pan was a fluke.
The challenge was to try to make the movie the size we wanted on the budget we had. Because obviously, the budget is big, but it's not as big as some of the gigantic summer movies. So trying to make it look as big, if not bigger, than those movies within that budget, that was a challenge.
The movie's considerably bigger, but he's kept it anchored in character and story.
And the fairies chatting, and transmitting it. John?
It seems like a little friend here remembers Marcus' sounds and voices.
Very nice.
I don't think you could have a better choice than Guillermo for this material, and he did a great job on the first one, and he understands the product.
Guillermo's interested in parables. He's interested in parallel universes, and he's interested in telling a story in a fantastical world.
I'd rather you take the beat up front, than in the middle. Okay. Let's go.
He's a little boy with this humongous imagination.
He has a way of being able to help people go back to being children.
This kind of unbelievable creativity and the things he creates and creatures he creates and stories. On the other side is this absolute knowledge and understanding of what he's doing. There's no guesswork whatsoever.
This is certainly stranger than other comic book films.
Gentlemen, welcome to Troll Market.
This movie is so full of memorable locations, places where you turn a corner and you go, oh my God, I've never seen that before.
This is really epic in scope. The worlds that they travel through are truly epic and mythic.
By comparison, the first movie had a few sets, big sets, but very few, and this one is, I think, all of it, set construction.
We spent 3 times as much money building sets, so everything has just gotten blown out.
It's amazing, the sets in this film. So everything, it's all built. It feels like Guillermo wants to see his vision and he wants to be in control of that idea and that vision and creating these incredible sets.
I mean, I would take my little bike and I would go from set to set to set. It was huge.
I think both Guillermo and I felt with the first Hellboy film that we went a little light with the creatures. So going into a second film, we knew we wanted more variety.
Every single image that you see in the film, every single creature that you see sprung from his imagination.
The thing is with both Mike Mignola and Guillermo is that they go back and forth and they just allow themselves to dream, essentially, and the two of them have a relationship where their dreams somehow manifest themselves exponentially when they're in the room together, so there's just no stopping the insanity.
It is an extraordinary film that makes you remember what it's like to have an imagination.
This is why I got into it. I mean, you know, this is Hamlet and King Lear and all those things, you know, rolled into one.
A great story, just sets and ideas and creatures have come to life actually three-dimensionally that I've never seen before, even in my wildest dreams.
I think the set pieces are more varied, the creatures are more varied, they're funnier, the fights are very different one from another. So all in all, there are much more flavors, different flavors in this movie than in the first one.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll wet your pants.